Anyways, hello! We're live! We're here! It's time for the finale of Rime of the Frost Maiden. We are wrapping up today before Christmas, perfect timing. And yeah, so we are going to get into it soon, but we are going to start this session a little differently. Instead of asking everyone to introduce their characters and then give a wrap-up of last session, I will introduce the wrap-up from last session, and I will want all the players to inform me of what their characters are thinking in this moment as I lead into the scene. So I'm going to jump over to the other page, and then we'll get started. So, last session, you guys decided to send the kids on their way with a silver dragon egg, and a shield guardian in the care of Sable's brother-in-law to get them back to Sable's home. In the meantime, Cyril had taken off with Balin to go deal with her quest, while you guys made the choice to circle back to the island and deal with Auril once and for all. You didn't feel comfortable leaving the 10 towns till you dealt with Auril, so you made your way back to the island. You climbed up to her abode, found her on her throne, and you battled her until she was no more. She left you with vaguely threatening words of the fact that as long as people still worship her, she will always come back. But then she returned to the snow which she came. All the while, you caught your friend Fenric trying to slip a piece of ice in, I believe it was ice, into his
This is an ice or crystal.
Yeah, it was like an ice crystal type thing, into his bag, and confronted him on why, after a discussion of trying to put a stop to the gods, for lack of a better term, fucking with you guys, you are left with this sense of completion, having finally defeated Auril. You are free to live your lives, and at this moment, I want everyone to go around, introduce their characters, and what is running through their mind in this moment of quiet after Auril's defeat.
So,
Oh.
I am Genzi Koden, and I am playing Fenric. And right now, Fenric is mainly trying to get everyone to stop looking at him. He has spent the last, I don't know, 6 months or so trying to deal with various problems of the 10 towns and getting thrust into divine shenanigans against his will. And in this particular moment, he knows that the gods can... He knows there are 2 gods in particular that need to be put in their place. So that's kind of his singular goal at the moment. How he gets there and how he accomplishes these things, he has no idea, but he knows he's got to start somewhere.
Oh, guess I'll go next. I am Arch. I am, well, playing Stable, our fighter. And after having sent the kids away, he is still in the back of his mind thinking about what Valen said about, and she warned everyone that if she wasn't going to be going to the underground city of Netheril, someone else would. And there's nothing that's scarier than the unknown. And what kind of horrors might be unleashed because someone was fucking around where they shouldn't be. So he's probably going to go there and join Cyril in clearing things up. Because apparently Cyril's going Valen as well. And that's what's going through his mind.
I am Mark, I play Arcus, and right now the main thing on Arcus's mind is the preparation he's going to have to do when he heads back to his hometown and essentially starts eradicating demon cults from his home.
Sorry. I am Jesse. I play Sethra LeVay. Sethra is thinking about how her adventure here is finally feeling like it is coming to a close. Like her work is kind of finally finished. But now she kind of has something more important to do, and that is to help these kids and raise them. And that somehow feels more important now than the stuff that she's ever had to do for the rest of her life. And that's like a very weird feeling for her.
Great. With these thoughts in your mind, whether they're vengeance, what's next, tying up more loose ends, or finding the importance in other people, you guys have this moment of calm before looking at each other and, well, there's no use staying on this island anymore. You've defeated Oral. You defeated Harok, your previous adventure here. Time to head out and head home. You take your time. It's still a few days travel back to Bryn Shander. But as you all arrive back in Bryn Shander, I'm going to give you guys a moment to decide, talk amongst yourselves, just get prepared to either travel together, go your separate ways, whatever it might be.
Well, I really hate to leave things. I'm gonna be going with Cyril. I'm gonna have to delay my trip back home because honestly, I really don't think Valen and Cyril will survive. They don't at least have a third.
Well, I do understand the thought. I don't want you to worry, though. I will look after things while you're gone. And you will be back. I know this about you, Sable.
Well, it's just another job, I guess. But
Exactly.
hey, Arcus. Arcus?
That-
Arcus.
Arcus left. No.
Arcus, where are you?
Yes.
Speaking of needing to do other things, you've got your own loose ends. I've got a similar loose end on my end. If I find anything useful, I'll be sure to let you know. I guess the same goes for you, Fenric. But I really doubt I'm going to be finding any god slaying, god trapping, god anything, whatever, in Netherrealm.
Well, I appreciate the offer all the same.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Well, you're having this conversation. The scene flashes over to just beyond the mountains, where you see 3 children, a shield guardian, a very haggard-looking man at this point, and a silver dragon walking along. Well, not all walking, as Lucy is riding said dragon wormling as they're going about. But you see a very content set of children, a stressed older gentleman, but a solid, safe journey as the man rubs his hands over his face, and you just hear, how in the hell am I supposed to explain this one? She's gonna murder me when I get there. You fucking owe me one, Sable.
Yeah. Oh. Sable's gonna slink into the background.
You're not even there, but you can just hear it.
Yeah.
Feels a sudden chill go run down his spine.
I feel like this is an absolute win.
I'm not dealing with this. Not yet.
Also, you are dealing with this specifically.
Not today. Duty calls.
The ass kicking will be there for when you get back.
Oh.
Okay, so what I want to know in this moment, we know what Sable plans to do. He's not leaving the Tens Town just yet. But for the rest of you, are you all leaving the Tens Town? And are you traveling together, separate, or is anyone planning to stay longer? Any loose ends to tie up?
Not a loose end per se, but Fenric would stay behind to help rebuild.
Okay.
Marcus is definitely leaving.
Or if nothing else, at least help clear the rubble from certain towns.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of help cleaning up, rebuilding, whatever you feel compelled to do to help out for however long. There is always work, and there'll probably be work to get the Tens Town back to normal for the next several years, honestly. But whatever you're willing to offer at this point would be appreciated.
Hmm. I'm also trying to think if there's anything. Can you open up an? Is there like the map for the region?
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
should
up.
be on.
Okay. I just want to see if there's anything like we missed.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty we missed.
Not like missed, but like in sense of like forgot to wrap up at. um. Well, we didn't exterminate every single Duergar, so I mean, let's see.
Yeah, that's always gonna haunt him forever. Actually, there is one thing I want to do before embarking on the journey.
Oh.
I want to find out what happened to that one Duergar that was arrested. If what happened?
Upon looking into it, you find that they did not feel the need, but they did not use execution as a mode of punishment. She is still in jail, but given the overall, they gave her a chance to speak, and overall, through time, they decided the best course of action wasn't to just exterminate her like the rest, but make her live out her days, witnessing from behind bars the resilience of the 10 town to come back no matter what they have tried to do to crush the 10's town.
Good.
Good, he says. Yes, speaking of towns, did the townspeak of East Haven survive the fucking pseudo dragon attack? I call it pseudo dragon, even though it wasn't not pseudo dragon, but still.
The townspeak of East Haven. Why don't you roll me a D20 on a 11 or higher? He survived.
As an 18.
He survived. You guys had some preparation time. He was trying to help sort things out and was prepared enough not to make it out completely unscathed, but he was able to protect himself and a few of the townsfolk enough to not be
Well,
among
in
the
that
dead.
case, before Arcus actually properly leaves, he'll stop by East Haven and just leave him a donation of 200 gold pieces.
He will very much appreciate that.
Yeah, since East Haven was one of the few towns that actually, didn't immediately go, "You killed that townspeak, we need to get rid of you," type shit.
Oh,
I can't think of anything. I guess I'll be heading out of the 10 towns when I can.
And would you want to head out on your own, or are you gonna travel with Arcus for a bit? Arcus, you just wanted to go to East Haven and nothing else, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll wait for Arcus if he wants to come with. I'll tell him my plans to basically just go by Sable's house, or Sable's you know. I mean Sable's house ostensibly. So if he wants to see the kids, this would be a good opportunity.
He'll probably make note of the direction Sable's house is in, but won't actually go yet, because he wants to make sure his loose ends are taken care of before he properly sees them.
Oh, here's my business card. There's my address, my phone number.
I mean,
Uh,
you have to generally know where you live, right?
yeah, and also, yeah, like if you drop some blood on it, like you'll automatically enter devil contracts. So
I
so
see.
don't do that. But it's like a small one, and it's just like maybe sell your first child or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This is my house's Vivre card.
But you'll get like a nice discount on like some loaves of bread.
Nice loaves of bread.
Yeah, at your next fantasy Panera.
Speaking of contracts with devils, as you
That's a good intro.
are traveling back, Sable, and getting ready to go, you have the ever chattering friend of yours, and they keep commenting on how good it looks for them that one of their servants has killed a god. And do you know how much clout that gets them in the
What's clout?
You've done a lot for my power, my friend. Like, this is great. I didn't even have to do anything, but
All the devil
I
people
get all
still
the
want me now.
credit, so this is great.
Huh?
And it's just another way that this useless fucking voice in your ear has gained power by accident. By nothing in his own workings, but it's worked out for him.
Yeah,
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. Good for you. Muttering something else under his breath.
Making a contract with you is the best decision I've ever made. Great!
Yeah. It has been great, hasn't it?
You know you like the power.
Well, comes in handy when I need it. But, well, I've got more work to do. Maybe I might pay you a visit if I find something interesting.
That would be certainly a treat.
Yeah. Also laughs evilly. For a totally different reason.
Alright. Well, with that, who wants to start their wrap up first?
I'm game.
Alright. So, what are Fenric's plans? What happens in next weeks, months, years?
Well, my first thought is we'd go back to Brynchander first. And I assume the cleanup in Brynchander is mostly done.
Yeah, the base cleanup is done pretty well.
So his focus would then be on some of the other towns in the outlying regions, like Bremen, for example.
Okay.
And so, yeah, he would go west and just start helping where he can help, whether it's in Targos or Bremen. If there's nothing there, then obviously there's plenty that's plenty of help needed over in the East Haven area.
Yeah, I'd say people would like to head back home, so you start making your way with not a large group, but a small group of people over to Targos first. You want to work slowly, one area at a time, so
Right.
you could head to Targos and everyone works to fix Targos, and then a few people settle there while a few more people continue going over to Bremen and starting to repair that. And the process would probably take, by the time Bremen is reasonably cleaned up and livable, I'd say about a month to get the two towns both to a livable state.
Right. And the reason he would choose Bremen first is because that's where a lot of like the crafting is or was.
Yeah.
And so getting Bremen back up to like being able to produce goods would greatly increase the speed that we could get everything else back together.
Yeah.
At least that's, his impression.
Fair enough. Though, even with this, the biggest goal, I would call it, I guess, is the people.
Yeah.
The infrastructure is all but torn down. So, it's settling the people, and the people who can fix things are moving to where they're needed. But there's some hope knowing that they have a home kind of dedicated towards that to return to. So how about beyond that in the next several years, say?
Fenric would mainly stick around long enough, like I said, long enough to clear the rubble, long enough to get everything, a decent foundation rebuilt. After that, whether it's, roughly 6 months or so, he would probably make his way back down Sword Coast.
You leave the Tens Towns anywhere particularly on the Sword Coast you're aiming to go, or are you traveling, wandering?
Not particularly. I mean, he would, it's the Sword Coast. You go to Waterdeep, you go to Neverwinter, you go to Baldur's Gate,
And do you...
Because he's still a monk of his order, so, like, he's still on his mission as a part of his order to, like, experience the world.
And are you wandering alone, or are you finding perhaps new companions to join in this venture?
He wouldn't be opposed to it. If he happened to come across new companions on his path, then so be it. If there was anyone from the current party that wanted to leave with him, he would definitely accommodate. So, like, he's not, like, intentionally trying to be a solitary wanderer, if that's what you're asking.
No, but I'm asking not one way or the other as much as what would you see of the future? It is in your hands of... Do you see him wandering with other people and in
I'm
your
sure he
mind
would.
of, the
Yeah,
future
no, I'm
going on
I'm sure he
affect-
would. I'm sure he would group up with other people as their causes aligned. He wouldn't necessarily be like forming a dedicated party or anything like that. unless the situation warranted it, like, here. But yeah, he would eventually return back to the order at some point, regardless of trying to get into Candlekeep or not, because that is still a sub goal of anything he's doing.
Yeah.
Is looking for a way to get in to find that knowledge, to see if there's anyone who has that knowledge that may not be Candlekeep, for example.
Yeah, so you take years to travel. Companions come and go. Maybe it's one quest, maybe it's a longer stint of time, but
Mm-hmm.
you know of adventuring parties. You're for a few months a part of one, and you've heard of them going much longer. That's never quite you, especially not with the sub goal of dealing with getting into Candlekeep and dealing with these gods. You tend to have different directions you eventually go, but you're never lonely.
It's a lot of donations to get to that sub goal.
God damn it.
And I would say 10 years down the line? It takes a long time, but if you don't give up.
Not for an elf.
Yeah, 10. Right, you're elf. 10 years, you get your first lead that, like, really gets you on the right direction to get into Candlekeep. You may have returned to your order for a bit, but you do eventually, through your life, find that connection you're looking for. And I say through your life, you have a long life, and it isn't using the full extent of an elf's life, but perhaps those kids that you saw traveling and were around aren't so much kids anymore by the time you've found your way into Candlekeep.
Adventuring with the kids again. That would be incredible. That would be awesome. That's some Freeman level bullshit right there.
I mean,
You are one of the elves of the team.
You never know. But with that, let's jump to a few other people and what they are doing. I'd say for now, let's jump to Arcus next.
All right. His more immediate plan after leaving his donation at East Haven would be to head back home and then basically turn it into your average hitman mission. Well, not average hitman mission. That's the else we play that game. But yeah, basically turn into a hitman mission. Just like at first, like slowly picking off the cultists and all that jazz. And when it gets to like specifically the 3 nobles, he'll kill 2 of them, and then the last one gets this quote public execution where he just has them basically confess to all his wrongdoings and such in front of everyone, and then off him.
Alright. So you probably travel with Sethra for a while until your paths separate and you find your home much as you left it. The citizens seem rather blissfully unaware of what you know is going on in this town. Some are surprised to see you back, some don't remember you in the first place, and some you get in contact with very intentionally. That have heard through the grapevine of some of your adventures up in the Tens Town. You've had to reach out to contacts before. They have passed along certain information to other contacts and down the network. So, while some are surprised to see you back, others less so. Others seem to have expected your return to some extent and do the best they can to help you achieve your goals as you slowly, one by one, dismantle this group of cultists in your town, eventually forcing a confession to the townspeople, much to their surprise. But this does leave an issue, and I don't know if you will or how you plan to help, but it kind of leaves a power vacuum in the town as you've taken out most of the eligible, I'd say, the powerful and wealthy leaders in the town.
Yeah, it did be like that. And be more, I guess, frank, Arcus isn't really concerned about that because he's been long since disillusioned with this place, given when he was initially on the streets and they just ignored the plights, his pleas of someone that was, starving on the streets. So in that regard, welcome. However, though, he will go back to like his old thieves group and lead them like essentially a sack full of 100 gold pieces and 400 silver pieces, so that they can at least have somebody to handle himself. At least he has faith in his old family, essentially.
Alright, so you leave
Let's
money
get fucking gold off my inventory.
with the Thieves Guild, who took you under their wing and gave you the skills that allowed you to survive in the Tens Town. And then you leave to let the town figure out their own problems. Meanwhile, well, where do you go next?
Probably look for anti-scrying magic items and then start the probably slow and arduous process of looking into anti-devil weapons. Or rather, material that can be turned into a weapon.
You definitely can find the anti-scry once you're back in the Tens Town. Well, they're not common, they're not uncommon either. They are a fairly basic enchantment, all things considered, so definitely doable to find those. But finding the demon weapons, on the other hand, is a little more difficult. I think through this, perhaps once or twice through this search, your path crosses with Fenric again, as well, different information, that same kind of search of knowledge that's a little beyond what is commonly found, perhaps has led you to the same places once or twice. So, you get moments to catch up with an old friend, but of course, different information, different directions you need to go. And it takes you time. Enough time that you aren't left without dealing with the devil that's after you at least one more time before you can kill them in their own home plane. Unfortunately, it is just this material. At first, it doesn't even seem to exist. Like, some people say, well, maybe silver, maybe get armor that protects against them more than hurts them. And there's various theories, but ultimately, a lot of people come down to, if anything's going to work, it's going to be a holy weapon. And even that depends on how powerful the devil is. May or may not work. But you can start to gather bits and pieces of these materials that they might not all work, but to the fullest, but armed with enough stuff and enough experience and an additional battle to learn your foe, you think you'll eventually be able to, if you find your way into the plains, deal with it.
And I guess probably towards the end of that, when an answer to his goal starts seeming clear, he'll probably find some wizard, sorcerer, spellcaster, or some shit to send a sending spell to, almost call them Terraform person, Sable, and just to basically tell him to let Daniel and Lucy know that he'll might have to be able to visit them soon. Because he hasn't forgotten about them, especially the promise he made to Daniel.
Roll. Freya.
Freya's trying to interfere with my spell. How dare.
I want
No,
you
it was a dog priest, you see.
to roll 3d6 for me. This is going to determine how much time it takes you to collect everything you need and successfully deal with this devil.
Alright, and depending on how long it takes, will definitely affect how many sending messages Arcus sends. Dear, oh well, it's not as bad as it could have been. I saw 1-6, I got that scared. So that's an 8 total.
8. Yeah, I mean, 8 years, it's a long time, but you probably spent almost 6 months, maybe a little longer, just in your town dealing with everything. And then your adventures across the Sword Coast took you another several years, and then finding someone to send you to the Hells and maybe people to come with you. By the end, 8 years, so at that point, Daniel would be 16 by the time you successfully defeat the devil.
Yeah, Arcus, if it's going to take 8 years, he's going to send another message before that as just like a general check on things. Freya, stop running interference with my messages. How dare.
Every time. Freya! Hey! What you looking at?
Freya would say, fuck your message.
Those are the Hellhounds. Come on.
Um,
He's just trying to set, like, scene setting.
whenever you send a message to them, Daniel always asks Sable to reply, like, asking why you can't even visit sooner, like, I get you have stuff to do, but why not stop by sooner? He's not asking you to, like, stop your goal, but well, I'm almost done, I'll come later, he doesn't like that answer. And he makes it clear.
Well, assuming the telephone that Sable relays that the Arcus will respond with, he'll tell him when he's actually there. And assuming the 8 years pass, he actually gets there, Arx will in fact tell Daniel the full story, including specifically the whole, devil and all that razzmatazz.
Right.
Since he's, older and it's not like I'm telling this to a natural child.
Well, speaking of Daniel and Lucy, we will jump to Sethra, but at this point we will do a little bit of back and forth between Sethra and Sable. Sethra gets to the home first, but once you get that settled, we'll see what Sable's
Gets to the home
adventures take him
Sable's just gonna
on.
get murdered when he gets home.
And
If he
then
comes home.
and then
We're still
we'll go
assuming I'll
back
survive.
to when whatever happens after the Sable's adventures, but we'll let Sethra find her way to Sable's home. But
Yeah.
is there anything Sethra wants to do before she gets to the house?
It is weird, as much as Sethra kind of hates that that she was abducted and that she did end up here. In some ways, she kind of is thankful that she ended up here of all places because of all the experiences that she had. So as soon as she leaves the area that is where it is snowy, essentially when she gets to the first non-snowy area of Faerun, she'll just look back and be like, huh. I don't know, feel different.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably still traveling with Arcus at the time you first see hints of grass behind the snow. You'd be not deep into Sword Coast, but you both have to get a fair way out of the mountain before the road splits. So
I guess there's one thing. I probably trust Arcus more than most people. But I suppose I'd ask him, like, do you want me to make you... I don't really enjoy anybody else having technology from, beyond the stars, if I'm being completely honest, but I think you've shown that you're not really going to waste it on, unnecessary things, and you have more important endeavors to do, so if you'd like, I could try to recreate some of the ammo that you've been using.
If you think you can actually recreate, then I'll be more than happy to accept it. And he'll probably hand her the other fucking laser rifle, the one he didn't chuck into the ground after it ran out of ammo.
Alright, shoot some. No, sorry. Sorry. Alright. Man, these things are much heavier than I remember. Alright. I'll do what I can.
All right, I trust you'll do. I trust you to it.
yeah, I'd say you could probably tinker with that over time. won't put a timeline exactly on how long it takes, depending on how much time you put into it. You definitely have to like settle down somewhere and start really looking into it, but you are able to, long before the 8 years of Arcus's hunt is up, make enough ammo to refill the gun he gave you, and probably even like a backup thing to hold another set of ammo.
He comes by, or no, he didn't come by. So I guess I'll like basically transport him a like a bandolier of ammo and the gun with a note just like, "Go get him." Yeah. I can't think of anything else I'd really feel the need to do before getting to the kids, at least.
Alright. Well.
Wait a minute, I got evidence from one of my crimes. I still have the rip mask from the crime. Alright, I throw that into one of the nearby rivers. Alright.
Alright. Well, you make your way to a fairly quaint looking town, and there's you haven't been here before, so part of your mind wonders if you found the right place, except for the fact that you take about 5 steps in town and notice a shield guardian just kind of pacing on patrol now of this town. It's just kind of what it does. And then as you get a little further in town, there seems to be one building-esque, not really a building, that looks like there's a newer addition built on top of it that seems strange at first. So you notice that addition is covered in twigs and stuff, and a silver dragon head pops its head up and is staring you down as you enter town.
This'll be good. All right. I'll knock on the door.
As you approach and knock on the door, you hear from behind the door, "I'll get it." "No, you will let me get the door. Go sit down, Lucy, and I will handle this. Go find your uncle or something, and get him to help you feed your pet." As you then hear like a door unlatching, and there is a woman standing there she's not wearing the fanciest clothes. It's fairly simple outfit, but she's well put together. As she opens and looks, and almost looks wary of another surprise. How may I help you today?
Well, I'm the other woman. No, sorry.
Getting my man up for failure.
Sorry, I couldn't. I say that, but then she's like, "What?" And I'm like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Sable might have told you he was partying with a group I am part of that group. My name is Sethra LeVay, and those children that you've been taking care of are mine to be ward to.
She looks
Probably not the most elegant way you could have said that.
wary of you as you say that. These children are now, and as she looks around and like she's almost looking for Sable, like she expects him to pop out and this all be some sort of prank.
May I comment?
Yes. Sorry, it's been a long few weeks, I'm sure you can imagine. Come in.
Of course.
Come in.
I will hopefully try to calm some of your fears. Then a title card shows up. Sethra does not calm any of her fears.
So, you were acquainted with my husband then?
Hey.
Or are?
Oh,
What
you could
is
say
he?
you could say acquainted. That's a
Last-
word.
I heard was that and she like motions behind her to a gentleman you recognize, you've seen before because he was the one who took the kids with him out of Tenstown. Last I heard, Galder said Sable and his friends were off to deal with one last battle and then he would meet us, but if you're here and he's not...
No, of course. Please, I don't want you to worry too much. Sable just had to do another job that he felt was a bit dangerous, but I will give you all the information and not leave anything out so that you feel that you are properly informed. Would you please allow me to quickly see the children before I go through all that? It's been a very stressful couple weeks without seeing them.
Make a insight check.
He says to the woman who hasn't seen her
Insight.
husband in God knows how long.
13.
13. With the 13, I mean, you catch her glancing, like, behind her. You can't quite read what those, looks meant, but as you're trying to sort through it, Galder steps from around the corner where she had looked back, as he's like, oh, I forgot. Then he turns, he's like, oh, good to see you again, Sethra. Glad you're here. You
Very
found,
nice.
us, it seems. No,
Yes.
your brother, my, brother-in-law isn't with you then. And then as he kind of says that, she kind of looks between you guys and gives a small sigh before, it's like, no, Sethra here was just about to tell me, what happened, but wanted to see the kids first, and oh, for God's sakes, just let her see the kids. She was as much of a part of their lives as, your husband is. Alright, I suppose.
Yeah, but Seth was weird.
This is all unexpected, and I promise to protect them like my own. And I would not let Lyra just run up to a stranger because they claim to know her. Yeah, I get it, but I know this one. I've seen her around before. Alright, go get the kids. Of course. Galder goes off and, goes to grab the kids, and as you hear before you see...
While he's gone, I'll say to her, like, I do apologize. I know that I am imposing, but as a mother, I hope you understand that let me rephrase. I never thought that I would want to even have children. I thought the idea of having a family was rather, to pardon a phrase, alien to me. But in Daniel and Lucy, I found something that changed something very internal in me. I really hope you know that I love them beyond anything of this world.
You don't seem to be the only one who loves them greatly, and whether anyone has seen it or not, I made a promise to my husband. He made a choice to adopt these children, and as jarring of a choice that was when I first found out, well, I wouldn't ask him to change it. They are now my children too. And, you know, if you understand that maternal instinct, then you understand the need to keep them safe at all costs, which sometimes means a little distrust towards outsiders, especially. And she looks and she says, "It's been weird. I did not expect a big stone golem thing and a dragon to show up at my doorstep. But we're doing our best, and I do care for these children deeply. I might not have known them as long as you have, but they have fit in quite nicely with my family so far, and Galder has taken good care of them here, rest assured. I think he's grown as attached to them as anyone."
Remind me real quick what her name is again?
I don't think it ever actually got introduced.
I feel like maybe Sable said at some point. I just
Sable never said the names. Probably during the travels.
I'm
like off screen.
Yeah.
okay. You know what? Now I feel like I'm a little bit rude.
It's fine. I had to ask Arch at the beginning of this session. I'm like,
Yeah, because I never gave them names before.
Because we didn't have names. So you probably have learned up to the, before, what the names were. Just for player's sake, it has not been said. But her name is Shalia.
Shalia. Okay. I thought you were trying to pronounce it, but you were just doing it very badly, but you were just making a sound there. Okay, sorry.
I was blowing my nose, sorry.
Okay. I feel quite rude right now because I don't believe I've actually gotten your name, other than
Oh,
I've only perhaps heard it side hand from your husband.
my apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. I am Shalia.
Shelia. It really is a pleasure meeting you.
And as you say that, you can hear as a door shuts from like the back of the house. But what about Bubbles? I thought we were going to feed her. Don't we still need to get food? Yes, we'll still get to feeding your dragon, but for now, there is something else I need you to do. Just come. Daniel's like, please don't tell me it's more homework. I know I told Sable I'd get all my homework done, but I haven't had time. I don't want to do homework right now. Yes, well, about that, and as you round the corner, Daniel, like, freezes as he's complaining about not finishing his homework. And, immediately, the first thing you see is Lucy's, like, looking for the food that, Galdrick forgot to take out with him for, Bubbles. And then, like, suddenly, like, she's distracted and then suddenly stops being distracted and goes, Sethra! You're here! And she sprints up to you.
I immediately go on my knees to get into a hug to hug her.
And spears you.
Oh!
Will, like, throw herself into your arms. And Daniel is still standing quietly at the back, looking a little almost shell-shocked, like, oh shit.
Oh no, she's had a great
I'm not
work.
gonna lie, I actually like the idea of her bowling me over just because I'm not ready. I'm not used to her actually being a little bit. She's actually a little bit like more well fed, and because of Sable's wife. So she's like actually a little stronger now than me, so she just bowls me over, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, you're saying.
Yeah, no, you're good. So, she runs and hugs you, and then, yeah, you can see Daniel looking a little shell-shocked as it's almost like he doesn't know what to do after just complaining about not wanting to do homework, and then seeing Sethra, who last time he saw her, he made this huge declaration and promised to have all his homework done before she showed up. And then it was quicker than he expected,
oh, no.
and he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you thought I'd be dead, didn't you?
It's more like summer vacation where you're like, oh yeah, I can get all this done over summer vacation, and then you have a week left and you're like, oh shit, I haven't touched anything yet.
Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks, to be fair.
Yeah.
I look over to him smiling, just like, so, homework, huh?
Yeah. I'll get right on.
Until you come over here and hug me, young man.
And he breaks out into a smile and runs over and gives you a big hug.
Oh. I missed you both so much.
We missed you too. Did just you make it back? Where's everyone else?
Everyone else is safe, don't you worry. Everyone's just got their own business to take care of.
Daniel looks disappointed. So Arcus really did just go to do the other things he said he needed to do and didn't even come visit us before he went off. He looks so sad that
Don't tug
like
at my heartstrings, woman.
You know Arcus. He's got very important things to do. He's a very important man.
I know, I just thought maybe
More
he would-
important than me?
he would miss us enough to come visit after you guys finish what you need to do.
Daniel, Arcus misses you so much that what he's doing right now is for you. Don't you, Mori?
Make a persuasion check.
Why do you keep making me do things?
I
That's a
See, this is-
one!
This is why I don't interact with other people. I don't have to roll anything.
Killed people I interacted with, so I don't have to wait and roll anything either. Sorry from the fucking years beside the
You're
point.
lying woman!
He looks at you and he's not a teenager yet, but does the moody teenager thing of like, yeah, whatever.
The extensive conversation Art's gonna have with him when he finally shows up.
Then as they're sitting there, Lucy starts like tugging on your arm. Do you want to come meet Bubbles? You know that egg you gave us? Well, it hatched, and Bubbles is super nice. Like, she stuck with us the entire time. Daniel thought she might leave because we're not supposed to just have pet dragons, but she stayed with us this entire time, and she's super cool. So the town even helped build her a little perch because she seems to like to sit on top of things and they didn't like her sitting on top of houses. So they made her this little perch and she seems very happy there.
I'd love to do that, Lucy. I'd love to do that.
As Lucy goes to drag you out, Galder like goes into the kitchen and rummages around for like this pack of meat and tosses it at you. It's like,
Yeah.
We were just about to go feed her. I think you get to do the honors today.
Oh. Okay. Alright. So, Bubbles, huh?
Yeah. Dan was like,
I'm-
I didn't name her. Lucy named her.
No. No, I had a feeling. It's a very wonderful name, Lucy.
Thanks, I thought so. She's all shiny, like, you know when a bubble catches the light just right and it kind of shines in that way? Sometimes when the light catches her scale, it kind of looks like that, and that's why I named her Bubbles.
It just genuinely, Sethra has to look at her just like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. That's really wonderful, honey.
And I'd say with that, you're able to spend the next while, like, you, once, it's, like, clear that you know the kids know you are welcomed into the home, and are, more than welcome to stick around as long as you help out around the house. Shalia is happy to have you there, as long as it's not just another mouth to feed, because there's a lot going on. But she welcomes you in, she lets you spend time with the kids, but still has made it clear that her husband has, like, adopted these kids and they are now her kids, and she's not giving that up. She's not letting you come in. It's like, actually, they're my kids, and pushing her out. Like,
You are not taking these kids to space, bitch. They stay in here.
but as long as that's
fine.
understood,
That's-
she's fine with you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You have a human lifespan. That's fine.
And with that, while you happily enjoy some time with the kids, we are going to jump over to Sable and have Sable do the role that is going to determine how
Okay.
his leg of the adventure goes as he travels into Yethrin with, well, not necessarily with at first, but in pursuit and eventually meeting up with Valen and Cyril.
I need you to live through this adventure because your common only means of contacting Daniel until I actually physically show up there.
Yeah, right. Okay,
To be fair, I'll
so
probably just send a standstill to a dead body.
what do you want me to roll?
D100.
All right. Let's just roll that here. And oh, 95.
A 95. With a 95, not only have you been able to get through Yethrin successfully, you get through it and you manage to come home with quite a lot of stuff. You're able to get monetary wealth, your a scroll of plane shift, which you know will help your friend Arcus and maybe your friend Sethra, whether you want to offer to them or not, or to yourself to get to the 9 hells. All these are possible means. You get bag of holding, you get a bunch of things worth monetary value. Rings of Rams, Mantle of Spell Resistance, Staff of Charming, a Thermal Cube, you get a spell book, Potion of Invisibility, Potion of Longevity, Charm of the Evoker, Scroll Spell of Leomund's Tiny Hut, a Scroll Spell of Wall of Ice, a Chime of Opening, a Necklace of Fireball, and you get to choose 2 of the following items out of 3. So either a Scroll of Comet, a Staff of Power, or a Scroll of Trask Summoning.
Ooh.
Oh man, Trask summoning. That could come in handy anytime, right?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get the Comet and the Tarask summoning scrolls.
Alright, which I think that makes sense, because I think that you very much would have Valen's wanting to take that Staff of Power for herself. But through this, I want you to describe a injury that you received while getting through this dungeon. And not like a scrape you can easily heal from, but a long-lasting injury that was the cost of clearing and managing to get all this stuff out of Yethrin.
Do you want to randomize it, or do you want to randomize where it is on your body, or do you want to like?
Do we have a table for that?
We
Is the
do not
question.
have a table for that. I was gonna let
Well,
you.
Oh, they
well,
used
yeah,
to
no,
have
I
tables for that.
I know you didn't have a table for that, but but considering Jess was mentioning it, I was like,
Sorry,
I do have a table.
They used to have body injury tables for that.
I'm pretty sure they do, but nah. Oh, it's kind of funny because the first thing I thought of was something that I definitely don't want happening. I was like, Dick gets fucking jumped off.
No
not that.
more
What's your wife
kids.
gonna do to you?
Well, I should have taken the Staff of Power to replace it. Yeah, so I imagine Sable probably something long lasting.
Oh, this actually might be. This might work. I'm gonna send this.
I was thinking, oh, what is this?
I'm
What
like,
did you send me?
even if you
Oh,
don't
it's really
want
small.
to
I don't know why it's so small.
use, I can't actually read what's on there.
Is there actually a fucking? Yeah, I think that. Okay, so never mind. How about like losing like I don't know, like maybe he loses 2 fingers on one of his hands. Just something went wrong. Maybe he he was setting a trap, like a magical explosive of some kind. Valen was probably like, "Hey, this will probably do some good. It'll definitely work." And Sable's like, "Hey, let me use one of these beads of fireball beads," and it just fucking detonates on him prematurely.
All right.
Um,
With that, I'm going to make it slightly more egregious, but same sort of thing. You essentially lose 3 fingers on your hand, but part of the mobility of that hand. You have your thumb and your pinky still, you can technically grip, but the use of that hand will never be the same.
only, if only we had a cleric. The new regeneration. Ah, my hand! My beautiful hand.
Oh, come on, get a grip.
I guess I can grip. I have to fucking go to like an artificer and like be like, hey, can you just give me a cool metal fucking replacement digis, fingies? Oh, okay. In that picture, I thought that 6 meant like exactly what I described earlier. Just like fucking. Well, there goes your dick.
It did look like it. Yeah.
Lopped right off.
Good old dick twist.
Ah, fireball to the dick. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a very precise fireball.
Yeah. So.
Or a
the
very
whole-
big dick.
Well, you know, I was gonna replace it with a staff of power. If anything happened to it.
Staff of power. I'm sorry, Valen. I can't be letting you use that. I lost my dick, so
So, gotta replace it with something of equal size.
I just want to see what you potentially could have won. Let me see.
Would have won.
Left shoulder. Left shoulder. That's
Ah, yeah, just like classic injury of like, my shoulder. And I'm like, one long rest, and I walk it off.
Yeah.
no. I mean, like, my uncle had like a thing where like his shoulder got like messed up, and like he just doesn't have the same mobility there. Like, it's like
It's
one of
like,
those
I
things where
can't
you can't
scratch my
like lift
back
it.
anymore with that arm.
No, it's like one of those things where you can't like lift it above your head, like kind of things.
Like, yeah, I can't reach up the top shelf with that arm, but I mean, you
Yeah.
know, you learn to get by.
All right.
Ah,
So
Alright, cool.
you come home with a bag of holding full of pretty good stuff, but at the cost of the
Fingies.
use of half your hand, essentially.
My hand.
Well, when you lose your middle fingers, the rest, your palm doesn't do much. But yeah.
I guess your marriage is over.
And I still got the important fingers on my other hand. Right. knocking on the door, like dreading the conversation. But
Um,
She goes to answer it. I'll be like, no, I got it.
yeah.
Well, hello there, husband.
Well, Goldrick was
I-
gonna answer it, but if you go to answer it first, you can go right ahead.
I didn't know I'd be part of a throuple.
I'm just like, oh, is the package? Oh, it's you. Okay.
Oh, hey, Sethra.
Hey, glad you're alive.
I suppose this means you didn't have another place to stay? I mean, well, I guess you wouldn't.
Well, I figured. Close to the kids and such. I've been doing some building. I sort of like motion. I've been building a small house out. I bought a little bit of a land near your house so that I could be near Burr. I can't fucking speak. All right, I'm gonna explode your wall. Don't mind me.
My wall!
Sorry. I just felt the need.
Well.
I bought a bit of land and I've been commissioning some people to build a house for me. Your wife has been very nice to let me stay here meanwhile.
Oh, well. Yeah. She's really something special.
Sethra,
And
who is it?
She's so tempted to be like, oh, nobody, and just close the door. Be like, now I'm the only person. But no, she's like, no, I gotta play the long game. He's got a human lifespan. It's fine. It's fine.
so did the kids.
Hey, I'll give them long-lasting life potions. It'll be fine. But only them, not you. And I'll be slipping it into their drink, by the way. They won't know. They'll just be like, wow, I can't believe we're like living for like 200 years. And I'll be like, yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, you won't believe it, guys. And you gotta come here.
The first person who comes out, because she's like, who's at my door that is taking so long to either come and go, is that Shalia. I keep wanting to say the name different every time and have to correct myself.
I want to say.
I was gonna say Shayla, and then like,
Sheila.
Every time. It's funny.
But based on the spelling, I would say it's probably Shalia.
Yep.
So Shalia comes around the corner, and she lays eyes on you, and there's like this softness, and then immediately it turns to anger as she walks up and smacks you across the face.
Can you roll for damage?
I will roll to hit.
Roll
That's
that 20. Roll that 20.
15 to hit.
I'll say he's not wearing his armor, and considering that his dex isn't super high, yeah, that'll hit.
And
barely can
it'll
wife
be
smack you?
for she doesn't have any proficiency in anything, so it's 1 point of damage.
Ah, yeah,
Right.
I deserve that. Yeah.
As she looks at you, do you have any idea what time it is? You've been late for dinner for years. And then she looks, and forget to mention the dragon and the golem. You just went ahead and adopted children without consulting me. What the hell are you thinking?
And he brought home this bad bitch. Sorry, I
Right.
just wanted to say, but anyway.
Well, I know we. Kind of grumbles. I don't really have a good excuse.
As he does that, she then just like grabs your shirt and pulls you down and kisses you.
Oh,
And you better
Well,
not leave
I'm
me
gonna
again,
get-
especially not with all this new responsibility. That dragon is
Yeah.
your problem now.
Oh well. So he gets inside, closes the door, and like goes to the table. It's like, where are the kids?
As you say that, you see, well, not too much of a little girl anymore, as your daughter was like, she went to rush around the corner, and then her mom started yelling, and she knew better than to get in the middle of that. But as you come in and you start looking around, she kind of steps out of the kitchen area a little more. She goes, Dad? Dad, are you
Hey.
really home?
Yeah, I'm home.
finally got the milk.
I finally got the milk. He opens his arms.
She like almost sounds like she's laughing in disbelief, but the laugh like turns to a bit of a sob. I can't believe Dad. And she just runs and gives you a huge hug.
Just holds her tight and says, I'm sorry. I really didn't expect it to take this long, but
And,
I needed to
and
make sure people were safe.
as she's hugging you, she's like, Dad, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a bad person. I gave up. I didn't think I'd see you again. I thought I gave up on you. I didn't think you'd actually come back for us, Dad. I'm sorry.
I guess I let more time pass than I wanted. I'm sorry too. But well, 10 towns are finally safe. That's something. I'm just sorry it took so long to get back. Well, and kind of pulls away from her reluctantly. But, Talia, you remember my, our little arrangement with my employer?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping a little something in here might finally put that to an end. And he takes out his bag of holding, goes over to the table and just flips it inside out and just dumps a bunch of treasure and magic items we collected.
Come get your free shit.
He immediately pockets the fireball beads. What do they call it? Fireball necklace of fireballs. There we go. Just to make sure no one accidentally sets them off.
Yeah,
Like,
the fireball anal beads. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially don't put them there.
Your
Well,
wife starts picking through everything that looks valuable while you're looking at magic stuff. She's like picking
Yeah,
at silk
we could-
robes and necklaces and quartz figures and chalices.
Probably sell a few of this to expand the house. Maybe hire a few servants.
To feed that dragon.
I don't want to feed the dragon. Oh, you mean as in labor to feed them? Yeah,
As
never
I
mind.
mean, we're gonna
Yeah,
have to buy a farm or something. That eats a lot of meat, and I don't know where we're supposed to get all that meat, and it's expensive. And frankly, I don't think I want it just hunting this region. Who knows what I'll get into.
To be fair, it has been taking care of a lot of the local everything population.
Yes, but
I don't want to think about the environmental factors of that.
Exactly. So we might be wanting to start raising livestock, and she holds up like this very jeweled silver necklace that looks like it's worth a lot of money. This might get us started.
Yeah, that would. And there's also these things. Hey, Sether, do you mind, I assume you've learned a certain spell by now, of, non-detection. Sorry, I got something in my throat.
Obviously, I feel like you're trying to be subtle.
Cast it! Yeah, I don't know what got stuck in my throat there.
Why don't you spell it out for me just a little bit more, just so I understand your meaning?
Where the fuck is your? Well, I it'll take me too long to scroll to find your message. I know I could just right click, but he's meaning non-detection. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Like spell non-detection.
I'll give you.
Or whatever anti-scrying, what have you, spell. Pretty sure it's non-detection.
I think so.
Okay. Sure. Is that just like an area around? No, you hide a target from. Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Just.
All right. I'll tap you. Yeah, I think it is touch you. I'll tap you on the forehead. Okay. I think that diamond dust will stay for about 8 hours.
Nice. Great. Let me just test something. Hey, Ugly. Are you listening?
Look up how non-detection works.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ugly. Yes, I'm still here. What do you want?
Because
Like, great.
he is your, he's not scrying on you. He is your patron and has a pact with you, which is a little different than scrying.
Although a lot of magic that's used to like communicate and whatnot is, I believe, within the divination school.
But if he is essentially connected to your soul and is just holding a piece of your soul and using that to talk to you, at that point it's less magic than anything else. It's just a pact.
Detect thoughts. For what little it was worth, detect thoughts actually is divination, which, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that stuff works. It's particularly a force that you have a pact with that is bound to your soul. Versus,
yeah, basically all I'm trying to do is not, like, I'm not trying to get rid of said pact. I'm just trying to, like, put me on mute for him.
Yeah.
Just hit
that's
the mute
what
buttons.
I'm trying to decide if it works against warlock type pacts. No, what? Sure, why not?
Well, no response. Great. So I might make a little bit of a round trip to the Nine Hells because I've kind of got a lot of firepower sitting here. And he holds up the scroll of Comet and the scroll of Tarask summoning.
As you say that, your wife looks at you with like a death glare. Oh no, You are not going to run off and get yourself killed again. You're staying right here.
But Tarask,
Harass.
You
Like-
have spent enough time running around doing everything in your fucking power to get yourself killed. Excuse my language. Lyra, go find your siblings and keep them out of the room for a moment. Like, okay. As she fucking tears into you. As soon as Lyra has, like, left the house with the younger kids, she, does not hold back.
Sable's just for a while just taking it until he can get a word in. Like, look, I don't really. Look, I took the deal in the first place because we were out on the streets and we were gonna starve. Honestly, ever since then I've had a feeling that that situation was probably put up by some devilish force to begin with. I mean, I've been behind the scenes long enough. I know how it works. If someone isn't desperate, you make them desperate. And it's only a matter of time before he sets his sights on someone else, someone younger, like our daughter. Daniel, Lucy, Lacey? We'll never know.
There's two different timelines. We can't keep them in keep track of them.
Wait. I don't want any more devils coming around trying to make pacts or screw our family over. If, like, he holds up another scroll of, like, plane shift. Look, I can get half of the way there, maybe, or half of the way back, depending on how this thing is used. But
Okay.
look, I'm pretty confident I can just nuke this guy. Well, nukes don't exist. I can just eliminate this devil pretty easily with these two scrolls and get back
So-
home, and none would be the wiser.
So, can I be the voice of reason here? Between you and your wife.
Sure, you've earned that right so far.
Head.
So, first of all, obviously, Sybil, what you are doing is. I mean, basically, what you are proposing is certainly. I think. Ethically, you are trying to think of things in the long term. You want to protect your family, you want to protect people from a threat in the long term. But you are endangering yourself and also endangering people who could get these items from you. I have to also give a piece of information that spell scrolls aren't things that the average person can cast. Low level ones, sure. You could just luckily cast them, but very high level ones are very difficult to interpret. You'd have a very difficult time managing it.
That sounds like quitter talk.
That sounds like, no, I'm not gonna repeat that.
Fenric bursting in.
I heard there was a rare scroll. Where is it? No, I'm kidding.
10 levels of wizard already. Okay. Well,
Well, I certainly do agree that using such a scroll is of some merit. Using it is also just as likely to fail. And by the way, it must be said that even a spell like Plane Shift, which was created by, wizards who believed that they could um, get between the realms quite easily, its first creation did get them teleported into the sun. It's not a perfect spell. You could very easily transport yourself into a random location.
I see your point.
All
Well,
this is to say, though, and that's when Sethra gets up and puts her hand on his shoulder. That's why I can't let you do this alone.
really?
Well, if I let you do something this stupid alone, would feel quite bad about myself.
Well, I do know someone else who would want to take a trip to Hells.
I do know that same person, yes. And I get a feeling that we could think of even one more person that might be interested. Now, before we commit to this, a couple things need to be said. First, can I take these from you real quick?
I don't think you're going to be casting it right here, so be my guest.
All right. Okay, that's what I suspected. Okay. I think that we have a good opportunity here.
What are you getting at?
Well, the Trask hasn't been seen across anywhere on your planet, actually. In the last couple years that I've been doing research. So, it's more likely that it was actually on another planet in the galaxy. So, when it gets teleported here, if I were to trace back where it came from, that's a good way for me to get home.
I'm sorry, I zoned out. Like, you said a lot of words there, Sethra, but I assume that means something good for you. Like, once you said the word galaxy, I'm like, he just kind of waves his hand with like this missing three fingers. It's like, yeah, I don't know what a galaxy is.
That's all right. Now, I don't want to say. Sorry, the reason I've been forgetting to mention it to Shayla,
Shalia.
Shalia. Sorry,
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yes.
Oh, great. Actual cannibal.
I don't really want to bring your husband on this venture. Which is why I'd rather work on a spell first before doing this. But of course, it would require your consent.
He looks at you almost a little confused, and she's like, I'll be honest, I don't understand most of this magic stuff. I am but a housewife.
Of course. I believe that it would be bad, very bad, to leave your wife in a state where she can't, where she would worry whether you'd be safe or not. I think that's not really something healthy. There is a process of, were you to die, you could have your soul return to a vessel upon your death.
Oh, so
As
you
long
just want me
as-
to become a lich? That's...
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, I fought one, sort of. I mean, it was kind of like a lich. Not a good time.
Essentially, a clone would be created of you and kept here in a jar. And when or if you died, it would break out of the jar and you would be alive here.
Would that really be me? Or is it just like a thing that has my memories calling itself me?
As much as that research has been done, it is actually your soul.
Oh. Okay. I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. Wait, why don't we just do that for everybody? Why don't we have jars of everyone we care about?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, it's an extremely expensive endeavor. Two, the magic is not readily available for everybody, including right now for us. Which is why I don't think you should go on this venture right now until I attain it for you.
Huh. No. Okay. I guess. That's strange. Well, I guess I'll have a clone in a jar. That's... I don't really know what to say about that. That's very strange. It sounds good.
Well,
I'm glad you...
if it keeps you here longer, make sure you don't just go off on another one of your adventures and die, then I suppose, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides, this time it shouldn't take us too long. I mean, once we get everything together, get everyone who's going to join us, it hopefully should just be in and out. I mean, go in, we throw the biggest weapons we have at the problem, then we come back. Problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, at least Hell has a Tarask to deal with. So, it's kind of like an everybody wins scenario, except for the devils.
Well, I don't know about this plan, but again, if it keeps you at home a little longer and we are able to not let your stupidity be the death of you, then I suppose it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, in your time here, if you guys like, has anyone like, you guys like run into like a powerful cleric or healer of some kind? Because I'm hoping to get this fixed, or maybe get some replacement fingers here. And he just holds up his fucked up hand. Like there's been like bandaged and there's and stuff, so it doesn't look so gnarly, but it's like permanently doing like a, what do you call that sign when you have only your pinky and thumb out, like a
Loose?
sure.
Uh, she looks at it, it's like, no, there has not been such powerful magics around here, but perhaps that will be a lesson to you. You don't need to be everyone's hero.
Yeah.
And once again, she gives you another, like, little kiss, and then she's like, I just need you to be my
No.
That's it. We're making another.
But unfortunately, I
Again.
lost it at the.
Oh, great. Yeah, the fireball, the ultra precise level 10 fireball that,
Nice.
right in the nards.
The Nards targeting 10th level fireball.
Yeah, vulnerability right there. Yeah, so I guess we'll just contact Arcus, let him know things are in motion. Maybe contact Fenric. Unfortunately, Cyril died. No, not really. He didn't die.
Oh,
No. Cyril, I don't know where Cyril went. We did the thing, and then he just kind of left and was like, if you guys need me, don't. And
Blocked your phone number.
yeah,
he just did a peace sign and then faded away.
yeah. Well, there was that.
So, I would say the years start to pass, and now not only has these messages to Sable been promises to the kids, but they have evolved into some planning and plotting for how you are gonna deal with numerous devils that you've gotten on the bad side of. But with that said, I think that would be a good story for another time. But assuming it all goes well, given, we'll say, 15, 20 years in the future, what does all your lives look like then?
It.
I will be real with you, Arcus didn't think he lived this long, so I have no clue what the fuck he'd be up to.
Arcus is probably be in his 40s, I'm sure.
I mean, if Fenric
Yeah.
got the message that the other people in the party needed help, he would definitely come. Barring that, I don't know.
Along with Delpha, whose adventure is gonna take probably longer than 20 years to find its conclusion.
Yeah, like 20 years is still a long time. It's just not long in comparison to his lifespan.
Yeah.
I guess let's think. Would Fenric journey after the end? Yeah. Do either of you guys think your characters would like settle down with anybody?
No.
Definitely not for Arcus. He doesn't trust
Yeah.
the fucking trail of eyes he's left.
Forever single. Damn.
Would he settle
Oh.
near the kids at all? He would be less of kids by the end of that 20 years.
He'd be closer to a point where we can actually visit more often.
You know, assuming that everything went well, the party nuked some devils, got out scot-free, or maybe with some more scars, more missing fingies. I imagine
Did
Sable.
both my hands get messed up?
I lose the 3 fingers on my other hand, and I'm just permanently just like throwing signs at everybody. No.
A strong hand.
I imagine Sable would at least temporarily join the Harpers for a bit, to kind of a bit to make up for the things he's done. Also because he has a Harper's pin anyway from Terith, so he probably feels a little bad for just wanting to kill Terith as a job, and then just fucking rummaging through his corpse. But you know, probably after some time he just settles back down to the life of smithing, keeping an eye on the kids, helping raise a dragon, repairing the golem every now and then, giving it just on a whim, giving it like cool like metal armor, even though it probably does not very little for it. It's just like, yeah, you look way more dignified now with that golden plate on you. Not gonna do very much, but you look
You give it the Mega
really
Man
cool.
X armor?
From X3, probably the golden armor.
Yeah.
Well, and imagine with the pure like wealth that he brought, they've probably done very well for themselves and made some good investments. So yeah, he just lives a quiet life until eventually he's too old for smithing too.
Yeah, and your wife helps out with the smithing and do kind of the shop there. You guys officially have the safest town around. Between the Shield Guardian and the dragon, who has just decided that it will now protect this house and this family with everything they got. You're not going anywhere. The town, well, not the town, but the area around your home has kind of grown into a farm that your brother-in-law Galdrick now helps manage with his family. His son is there helping him with that. And they have built their own house, but between like Sethra's house and an expanded house for Sable, and now for Galdrick and his family, you've built like this small community within your community for your family to live and thrive. And in the center of it is this old house with a perch on top that was abandoned, that now the abandoned house is used to hold feed, and you with a perch for a dragon on top of it.
Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider. Oh, Lucy should
Dragon
grow up to
Rider,
be a
Daniel,
Dragon
and
Rider.
Lucy. And also Lyra, I don't know. He probably taught them at least Daniel, some more martial skills.
Yeah,
over
you
the
know, I
years.
think. I don't know much about your daughter, but like, I think that her and the Daniel and
So-
Lucy will get along.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I think Daniel and Lucy get along great with Lyra. And out of curiosity, after that little joke you made, Arch, do you have any more kids? Settle back down with your wife. Does the family expand anymore?
sure, why not? He's got a
It's
few
sure,
more,
why
you
not?
know? Like 10
Is-
more. Just keep
Is this a
pumping them
past
out.
like
now.
a 20-year question at this point? Like, is this just like a for the rest of our lives sort of like?
Yeah,
a
kind of
Capcom
like
question?
20 and beyond, but I don't necessarily expect like Arcus to have an answer of 50 years from now, so kind of
Like I
using
said, man,
20
didn't
as
expect to live this
the...
long.
50 years from now, Fenric finally settles down and starts looking for Candlekeep.
Fair.
Ring up Fenric every now and then. It's like, you still look the same. Fucking hell.
Just fucking
Life
old
years.
men, like.
Sethra still looks the same too. Why don't
I
you
actually
two
think-
settle down with each other? Jeez. You know what? I should
No,
just
no.
set up an elf dating thing. I don't know, maybe like a like a notice board of, single elves in your area.
Single elves in your area.
Age may
Of
vary.
course I know them. He's me.
I think for Sethra, like she's after the whole stuff with like working on her own magic and preparing stuff for Sable's like conquest of hell, if you will.
Conquest
Love
of
you.
Hell is crazy.
I mean, like releasing a Trask into hell will likely like mess up the planes a little bit, no doubt. But she's also never really given that much of a shit about, the cycle, if you will. So, also gods in general. I think since she's been developing her magic more for this purpose, she's been getting to the point where she's basically gotten, I'd say, like, basically around like 20 years later, she has the ability to get home. And she realizes this.
Mhm.
But she doesn't really want to leave yet. I think it's like one of those things where like one day she would have like just like found in a journal, just like, oh, yeah, if I did this equation, yeah, this would take me home. And then like that realization kind of like breaks her a little bit, like, oh, I wouldn't get to see Daniel and Lucy, and even actually I think that she's even gotten a little close to Lyra.
Yeah, I'm guessing if you continued teaching Daniel and Lucy, you'd pick up also training Lyra, and I can't remember what I threw out for a name for Sable's nephew, but like all 4 kids, potentially 5.
I know too.
If
Child
has
number
another kid?
4.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, child number 4 and 5. I'm basically just running a small school at the like Sethra is very much settled in. She has built a nice little house. She is kind of just she's what's the term for it?
Hated.
Yeah, she's become native. And but that's very strange for her. Like, basically, the second she got abducted and realized that she was now stuck on another planet, she was always trying to think about ways to get home. So this has become sort of this shock to her. So probably the moment that she did, like, realize that she could, I like to think that it was like, oh, I could leave right now. And then, like, Lucy called her from, like, her shop, like, hey, are you gonna come to dinner? It's like, oh, yes, sure. And then maybe another 10 years from then, like, that's when she's like, oh, I think I've just been waiting this entire time to... I think I've been just waiting this entire time to be with you kids.
By that point, they're no longer kids. And
Yeah.
you, for the last 10 years, have been debating whether or not you should or shouldn't go. Mainly sticking on the don't go. But one day you just realize the house is a little quieter. And the lessons have stopped. Daniel and Lucy have their own lives now. Daniel decided, after many, many years of protecting his sister, that they got to live a safe rest of their childhood, but he feels less fulfilled. And the training that Arcus, or not Arcus, but probably some Arcus and Sable gave him has led him to wanting to further study how he can protect people, and he has debated several different options. He's looked back and forth and even considered and talked to Fenric about maybe joining a monk's order. But at the end of the day, he looks upon his sister with her beloved pet dragon and ventures off to find the Platinum Sanctuary and go train to be a paladin of the Platinum Dragon. So at this point, not only he doesn't need to protect his sister anymore, she has ample protection as he looks around, but he feels that need still to care and protect. And by the time 23, 24, he's taken off to go on this new adventure for himself. Well, Lucy, she stayed at home longer. She felt she likes home. She very much likes home. She likes her mom and her dad and her Auntie Sethra and
I always
Uncle
gonna say,
Baldric.
and her Sethra.
And even then, with living at home and supporting Sable and Shalia as much as she can, she knows the world is bigger, and she looks at Bubbles, and Bubbles has grown into a full, intelligent dragon. but a kind dragon. And this town doesn't need protected anymore. And well, she is not one to go fight in the way her brother is. She wants to bring the same peace she got to other people, but also she wants Bubbles to see the world. She knows that this creature doesn't have to be loyal to her, but it is. It has its own intelligent mind. It could go at any point and no one could stop it. But there is a bond there, and it is a bond that needs to be shared. So, well, Daniel leaves and is gone for a while in training, and then after that, just with the life of a paladin coming and going and gone for long periods of time, she is often home. But she's also will hop on the back of this dragon and fly to who knows where to give solace and hope to usually small villages that can't protect themselves, but it doesn't take much for a dragon to deal with the minor problems of the Sword Coast and beyond. So, with all that said, there is a day you look around Sethra and just realize that you don't have to go. By no means, you know the kids will look forward to seeing you every time they're back. But you don't look across the fields of town and see them through the kitchen window helping their mom cook dinner anymore. They're not knocking on your door to bring you cookies or ask you to help them make cookies. Because they are adults and they do have their own lives, and it is ultimately up to you if you're how you feel at that point.
I think Sethra will then spend the next 5 or 6 years transporting around Faerun and just the planet itself. Like I think she'll leave like a letter one day on her like little like teacher's podium, like, I'll be back with more homework. And I think she wants to see the world. She kind of like jokingly made the travel agency, but she never actually got to see the world that she got transported to. So she's just going to start teleporting it everywhere and see it, draw it, experience it, write about it. Journals and journals of it.
And every so often in these journals you see little glimpses of hope and joy, like what you were able to provide the Tens town, but no longer brought to you by yourself, or Sable, or Fenric, but Daniel, Lucy, separate adventures, but they're good kids. And in small ways, and not everywhere, but every now and then, in small ways, you see through the world how they've made changes for the better.
And then, I think one day both Daniel and Lucy will receive a, like, sort of a, what color would be? Sapphire, like a sapphire envelope will just appear at both of their like locations, just mysteriously. And it'll say one more quiz, if you don't mind. Come find me. And it'll basically be a little scavenger's hunt to find Sethra. And where they'll find her is right back at the Ten Towns, where they first met her. In that little city.
They eventually, while waiting for them, you see these two kids, well, not so much kids anymore, come riding in on Bubbles. At some point, Lucy met up with Daniel, and they arrived together. You see as they land, they're laughing and seem to be happy to be reunited once again, because it can feel like a rare occurrence these days. Found you. Hi, Aunt Sethra.
It's good to see you both. You're both getting so tall. Daniel, when did you get taller than me? That's not allowed.
That was a while ago, and you know it.
That's ridiculous. You were... Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's right. You and Lyra were the same height for a while, but then... I blame all the milk that Sable's wife was having you drink.
Well, you know, sometimes boys just get their growth spurts later, but it's been quite a few years now. You know that. So,
yeah.
What was with the riddle?
I was feeling nostalgic, and I think I had one more quiz for you both. I hope you don't mind if I make it a single question, though.
That is it.
So, let's say an elf finds two children, cold and alone, with no parents, in a house that we happen to be standing in right now. And that elf, at the time, was a real shitty person who didn't really know what to think about those kids. But over time, they began to really think everything about them, the entire world about them. And one day, those two kids grew up, and that elf forgot that. And she's starting to tear up a bit. Forgot that you humans do that.
Where's this going?
I realized a while ago that I could get myself home. Home. But I couldn't stand the idea of leaving the place that I'd met you two. Of leaving you two. So I wanted to be here longer.
But now it's time for you to go home.
Yeah.
Lucy is the first to go give Sethra a big hug. You deserve to be happy and go home. You deserve to go see your home again. We're gonna miss you, and I hope if you found a way to go home, you'll find a way to come back and visit, but we're okay. You don't need to stay for our sake. I'm sure you miss your home very much. I barely remember my real mom and dad, but I still sometimes feel like I miss them very much, so I can't. I'm sad, but I'm not mad. You deserve to go home.
Sethra's kind of like struggling to stay, together.
Daniel will come join the hug. As he sees this, and he kind of just touches the side of your face for a second and goes, "You know it's okay to cry, right? It's sad. It's never not gonna be sad, but it doesn't mean it's not what you deserve."
You're much too young to be saying. You're much too young to be saying stuff like that. You're much too young to be saying stuff like that.
Auntie Sethra, I'm almost 30.
Yeah. I don't want to leave you two without saying everything that I've always wanted to say. People on my planet, we can't have kids normally. We can't procreate normally. Like, races here can. It's very complicated, if I'm being honest. Coming to this planet was so weird. The idea of just people having kids constantly. And life always existing. I never wanted this. I never wanted this once in my life. But when you two entered it, I wanted it more than anything ever. You made me so happy to be a mother. I don't want to leave you two. I really don't. I really do want you two to come with me. I know that that's selfish of me to ask, but I want you two to come with me. I want you two to come with me.
They both give you a big big hug.
I know.
We can't. I can't. There's still so much to do here. To get up and leave it. I'm so sorry. But
I know. All right. This is a one-way trip. Just know, somewhere in the universe, you'll always have somebody that loves you. Even if everything here is going bad, you just have to look up at the stars and know, I'm out there thinking of you, loving you, and she just can't continue.
I love you too. Don't go. I'm sure there's people back home that miss you as well. That just wondered what happened over the last
Yeah.
30 years, 20 years, however long.
All right. You both stay safe. I give them both, like, kisses on the forehead. All right. And then let them back up a bit. And then, using the spell I created, basically beam up into the sky, and that's where Sethra will exit the story.
One to beam up.
They stay there probably overnight in that house and then return back home upset and sit down with Sable and tell him everything that just happened and about Sethra leaving and why, and probably have a really good cry. But they stay behind and continue doing what they need to do with... I don't think Lucy would leave home for a while again after that. She would, while there's still work to be done, and she knows it, she needs that family connection, so she stays and helps with the farm and helps with the forge and spends a while just doing that before she gets back on Bubbles and continues her adventures to help the world in whatever small way she can. But with that, is there anything anyone else would like to add or do?
I think sometime, like, soon after that, Sable would want to find Arcus and Fenric. Probably, maybe he would start with Arcus first. Like, going to find wherever he is.
He'd probably just be around. Wouldn't be too. He didn't make it too hard to find him if he's needed for something.
Arcus.
brings you for a surprise visit?
Sable just kind of limps in. Just, leg never fully healed up, right? But, yeah, it turns out Sethra left without saying goodbye.
What, wait, goodbye to us or goodbye to the kids? Or rather,
Us.
No, I
Well,
sent
yeah,
a
she said-
message to everybody else, just not you.
Oh, yeah, she just.
just not you.
There's a letter on Arcus's table. I told him. I told Fenric. I told Thread Twister. I told everybody. Told Cyril. I told everybody. Don't worry. Just not you.
Yeah, she couldn't say it to our faces, but yeah. You got a letter.
I look back at the letter. Oh, yeah, I did. Did you not get one or something?
Sable just kind of barges in and just opens the letter for him. It's like, I mean, blah 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 blah. Well, looks like
Yes.
she
Probably
had unconfessed feelings for you, and just rips the letter in half. Guess
was
we'll
just
never
wondering-
find out the
I-
resolution of that.
I already read the letter, by the way, so I know that's not what it says.
Well. Wait, you just noticed it was there. How did you read it? Whatever.
But I left it on the table.
Yeah, well. I mean, can I be totally honest?
I'm not gonna stop you going around on the head.
Retirement sucks.
And Arcus does, in fact, actually chuckle at that.
You know, we're down a man. You know, just kind of waves his hand. It's probably he's like been replaced by a metal hand by now. Like, whatever, man, woman, whatever. But whatever the fuck Seth really was. So I guess our plane shifting days might not be upon us anymore. But I want to find something to do with the time I've got. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna find someone to fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting with you.
Remember,
I'm
say your
gonna
leg still
kill the
hurts.
old party. Yeah. I don't know. Call it a late midlife crisis of sorts.
It's called a late life crisis at that point.
Yeah. Well, you're not that much younger than me anymore. I mean, I see the gray in your gray hair.
That's impressive considering my hair is white.
Yeah. Yeah, well, eyesight's still good. Can see with my eyes closed if I needed to.
Somehow, I highly doubt that.
Sable closes his eyes. How many? Hold up some fingers.
Alright, Arcus will hold up some fingers.
How many are you actually holding up?
I thought you can see it.
No, I actually can. I have blind sight. You forget?
I actually did forget that, I won't lie.
No, tell us how many fingers Mock is holding up.
I don't know. However many he's actually holding up. He just says it like 4, I assume. I don't know.
How many fingers
Well-
were you holding up, Mock?
Well, so we'll see that Arcus is not holding up any fingers, in fact. He just didn't put a hand up at all.
Yeah, well, you didn't put up a hand, but you would have been holding up 4.
Well, you can't have put up any fingers, so.
Or you can put up something somewhere if you showed your face.
You
I'm
showed
off.
your face.
I'm off to find Fenric. It's
Good luck with
bound
that.
to be off at Candlekeep or some other bullshit. Yeah, well. What? He kind of just looks around a bit confused, like, what the fuck have you been doing with your free time? Have you just been chilling here for 20 years?
Yes. Aside from like occasionally giving Daniel and insert Sable's nephew's name here some lessons.
I mean, I've been getting bitches, but I don't know what.
Yeah, lack of children proves otherwise. Unless these are bitches of the other gender variety.
I don't know why this my brain was like, Arcus probably would have a dog though, so I got to get a dog at some point.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
Fur
dog.
baby.
I love a good dog. But, can't have one anymore. Well, couldn't have one for a long time. Was always afraid the dragon might eat one.
So your house is cramped enough as is. I don't think your wife would appreciate adding a dog to the dragon problem.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely not. Well, the dragon's not our home anymore. Maybe a dog would do us some good. Now that we're kind of empty nesters.
Lucy's
Well,
like main home is still in town. She just travels.
yeah. Even so, he's probably still like, like well, they still got like one more kid that's just like the last kid that they had, biological kid number 2 that's probably still at home.
I'd like to think you never named him because you were like, you know what? I used up all my creativity on Lyra. I don't wanna.
I saw a thing once, and this guy said boy in a cool gravelly voice, so I just named him Boy. It's like, boy.
That's crazy.
Anyway, yeah,
Kratos, dad of boy.
dad of boy. I'm gonna find Fenric.
Good luck with that.
Just make sure you don't challenge him of all people to a fight. He will fuck you up.
Hey, he's also 20 years older and doesn't look it.
He's also an elf and knows, and he was good at throwing hands, so he's definitely gonna kick your ass.
Fuck it. Sable grapples Arcus just to prove a point.
Oh my god. You're both like fucking
Like-
50-year-olds.
Sable's at least 60 by now. He's gonna fucking start throwing hands, be like, what'd you say about me? So you can't
So
fucking
it's-
throw hands anymore?
Arcus will
This is
definitely kick
definitely-
you in your bad leg.
Uh,
I am a rogue. I will not fight fair.
If you're fighting fair, you're not fighting to win.
Exactly.
Fucking choke
What
you
was
out.
also, it's definitely been like 35 years or so. Not 20.
I aged an extra 10 years.
Getting his ass kicked by his wife added 10 years.
Having to take care of a dragon added another 5.
Why do you think your wife was so pissed at you?
Do
Yeah. Well, after a bit of
you
roughhousing, I
you
guess.
want the list or roughhousing some deliberate kicks to his bad leg?
Got off easy.
So did you. I definitely could have kicked your leg harder, but I didn't feel like having to explain to your wife why you couldn't limp home.
It's been good seeing you, Arcus.
He'll chuckle and actually smile. Good seeing you too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say hi to Fenric if I can find him. He just waves
Once again, best of luck with that.
and
Fenric knocks on the
Maybe-
door.
oh, speak of the
Heard you
elf,
wanted to fight somebody.
I heard we were about to throw hands. What's going on?
fuck it. It's Just,
Orcus will watch Fenrir just beat the shit out of Sable.
you're beating up an old man.
The old
That
man
sounds like
started
the old
his
man's
fight.
problem.
Is Fenric at Candlekeep still at that point?
I mean, assuming he ever made it in to begin with, probably.
Made it in at some point. It's up to you if you want to say it's an hour later.
I mean, we can say it's now. That works. There's certainly no reason for him to leave yet. There'd be plenty of manuscripts for him to study, both martial and divine.
Yeah, I guess you want to go look at Candlekeep for Fenrir?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it would be the most obvious starting point.
Candlekeep away. I used to have the Batman sound effect.
That'd have been funny.
Yeah.
We have it for our other D&D campaign.
Yeah. There we go. Fenric!
Please tell me you're just shouting at the gate.
Yeah, just like
Witness me!
just scream at the window, Fenric!
I would
Yeah,
like to point out, Candlekeep is an actual fortress.
Just get really big, like
I'm just gonna go up to the fortress and just kind of screaming, Fenric! You in there? I guess that's not gonna be very effective.
But I am sure there's like people milling about and guarding it, so at some point when you're yelling, Fenric, that you'll eventually get someone approaches like, there's some crazy guy yelling your name outside.
Oh, it must be Tuesday then.
This happens every Tuesday? I haven't been here for that. Why haven't I been here for that yet?
Doesn't happen every Tuesday, but every time it happens, it's on a Tuesday. I don't understand it either, but that's just what I've come to accept.
Fascinating.
I reluctantly make my way down. And at this point, you know, it's been 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, whatever. And the only thing that's changed is he's a little bit taller. And he's wearing like an actual like nice set of robes, and like he appears to have been doing really well. You know, he's not like disgustingly rich, but he looks like he has been managing his money well. And he comes down to the gate and sees Sable.
What a surprise, you look exactly the same.
I wish I could say the same for you.
Yeah, well, first there was hell. Well, you were there. Then there was some bad shit that went down with the Harpers. Yeah, that was fun. And then there were a few incidents involving dragon training, but
And just raising 4 kids. That's
Yeah.
Van to leave a gray hair or two.
And he points like to a scar like on his eye, and this one, and it like looks really cool and like makes him look way more like rugged. He's like, I fell on a table. It just kind of set the look. So I didn't have it like healed. Oh, and then there's this, and he holds up the metal hand. This one's new. Oh.
Holds up metal dick. I think this is pretty good,
That's
Activates vibration.
way more information than I need. Yeah, about that.
Yeah, well, did you find what you were looking for?
Well, if I found what I was looking for, I wouldn't still be here, would I?
It was more of a rhetorical question. I mean, it could have also been like, maybe you realized that the god hunting was inside you all along, or maybe you found a fellow elf to do what elves do with.
And I will absolutely wait for him to tell me what he thinks elves do.
There's no Fenric Jr. yet?
No, why would there be?
I mean, you know Seth. Do you know that Sethra, like, left, right?
Yeah, I got a letter, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay then.
He did know he's lying.
So he was absolutely lying, but he's covering it up. Well, just checking.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1 on insight.
I'm gonna roll my deception. Okay, well, 16. You believe me.
Worst possible time to roll 1.
Well, like, I'm just kind of saying, I spoke to Arcus recently. He's doing well, just so you know. I tried finding Thread Twister and Cyril, but I didn't really know where to begin with them, and I feel like Cyril wouldn't want me to find them anyway, so, there's that.
Some people prefer their solitude.
Yeah.
I certainly had a quiet year or 3.
Well,
the idea of Fenric taking a vow of silence for 3 years is starting to weigh on you.
Honestly, I was just checking in. When I got here, I was considering just throwing hands with you, just for old time's sake, but you and your stupid elven blood would really make that a cakewalk for you.
Yeah. I don't think that would be a fair fight.
Well, has there been any progress in what you've been doing?
Well, sure. I haven't been doing nothing. I don't know how much closer I am to my goals, but I can't say that any of this has been for naught.
That's not a whole lot, I guess, but anyway, I'm not getting any younger, but so I'm just really here to tell you that if you need help, don't call me. Call someone younger, and you may or may not have heard it directly from the source, but Daniel's a paladin now, and, well, if you need some extra muscle, you can go after him. Certainly won't have to worry about asking for father's permission. Well, he's old enough to make his own choices anyway, even...
It sounds like you're trying to tell me you're retiring without telling me you're retiring.
Yeah, well, kind of been on and off of retirement.
Just pull the band-aid off. I promise you it's easier.
You know how long it's been since I've been
I'm an
in a
elf.
fight? Well, yeah, I know.
You can't ask me anything about length of time. Ever.
Like, what would this be in elven years? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna take this and multiply it by 10, I guess, or 100. I don't know. Let's say you haven't had a fight in 300 years, maybe.
This isn't dog years.
Yeah. There's always been an itch, but that itch is fading. So, guess you could say this is my retirement notice.
Well, enjoy it. You've lived.
Good luck.
You've lived a long
Hey.
life, and I know that
Hey,
feels
I'm not
weird.
dead yet.
I'm not suggesting you are, but this is my point. You can relax. Your fight is over. You've passed on the torch.
Let me
Relax.
kill you.
Enjoy life.
Show you passing on the torch. Sorry, getting a little crusty in my... Fine, yeah.
You're trying to be
Deep breaths.
this burly, aggressive fighter, but also trying to not be. You can't do both. If you're going to retire, let it go. Retire. If you're not ready, don't.
I've missed this honesty. But, yeah. Retiring. Sounds nice. Well, if Sethra ever visits you and Arcus and I, or Threat Twister, or Cyril aren't here to greet her, make sure you give her the best punch of your life from me. From the afterlife, I suppose. Just as one final, fuck you for not saying bye directly to our faces.
I thought you said, to your face.
Yeah. To my face. Yeah, she definitely sent me a letter. Definitely. Definitely didn't get my kids to do it.
You didn't even ask them to. The kids just came home and wanted to cry with dad.
Yeah.
Unresolved trauma.
Whatever. Anyway, good luck, Fenric. He holds out his good hand to, as in to shake.
Yeah. And he'll shake his hand. And then
Good luck.
suplex it. No, I'm kidding.
My back!
That would have been
Oh,
hilarious.
wait. You've unlocked all my chakras. I'll live forever. And Sable leaves to enjoy his retirement and keeping up with the kids.
Great. And unless anyone has anything to add, I think that
I don't know what he was expecting from Fenric, but
Who knows?
just the old debate.
But with that, I think that is where we're going to wrap this campaign. Perhaps in the new year we'll go join an adventure of setting a Trask amongst the hells. But that's a story for another time. For now, thank you all for joining us, not just for tonight, but this entire crazy adventure through Rime of the Frost Maiden. I am not going to be bringing back another D&D stream right away. We'll see if another one comes up, but for now, this is it, besides maybe the occasional one-shot here or there. But in the meantime, have a wonderful night. I don't know if I'll be able to stream much before Christmas, so if I don't stream again, have a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you all next time. Bye.